It was a time of decisions and uncertainties when I began to have vivid, unsettling dreams. Each night brought visions so intense they felt more real than the world I woke up to. These dreams, though cryptic, seemed to carry profound messages, guiding me through a maze of challenges. The first dream was a warning. It began with a foul odor that filled the air, an unmistakable sign of corruption. In this dream, I saw Chiboy, a familiar face, indulging in immoral acts within a store. As the vision shifted, I found myself in an upstairs plaza, speaking with someone unknown. To my left, a quiet burial procession was taking place. The weight of these images pressed heavily on my heart. When I awoke, I prayed fervently, seeking clarity. The next day, upon entering the store, the same odor from my dream lingered. It was no coincidence. I prayed again, binding whatever darkness was present. Days later, another vision came. I was walking alone, reflecting on recent events, when a figure appeared beside me. This person made a gesture, placing a finger over their lips and said, "Don't talk much. Don't talk too much." The words lingered in my mind, echoing like a warning. Around that time, I approached my boss with a request to quash a check he had given me months ago, as I had gained admission to Futmina and needed to prepare for my studies. His response was dismissive, questioning my age and priorities, suggesting that making money was more important. That night the dreams returned. In this vision, I was sitting with two friends, backs against a fence, chatting casually. My attention was drawn to lizards scurrying nearby. As I watched, one agama lizard transformed, elongating into a snake. Its green scale shimmered with an ancient, almost menacing aura. The snake rose, hissing warnings, as if it were alive with a dark purpose. I shouted for my friends to run. One fled, but the other seemed immobilized, buried upright in the ground, his head exposed. The snake struck his skull repeatedly, while another turned its gaze to me, preparing to strike. I reached for a stone to defend myself, but my hands were inexplicably bound. With all my might, I threw the stone, but it left my hand weakly, barely grazing the serpent. I began to pray, calling on the name of Yeshua, and woke up trembling. Once again I prayed, seeking protection and understanding. The next dream was equally perplexing. I went to charge my phone at Baba Nepa's place, a small hub frequented by many. When I returned, my phone was gone. My instincts immediately pointed to a young boy in the crowd. As I confronted him, he ran, but I caught up to him. In his hand was a red phone, just like mine. Relief turned to confusion when I realized it was my phone after all. He confessed it was the only phone he had stolen, and a disembodied voice whispered, "At least you got another phone." This dream left me pondering its meaning, especially since a new phone I had ordered had just arrived but remained uncollected. The final vision came on the morning of that same day. A spirit, a lady dressed in a black gown and wig, appeared beside me. Her presence was eerie, floating silently around me. I mustered the courage to ask her what she wanted. She didn't reply, but hovered closer to where my phone lay on the bed. Peering at the device, she spoke as if reporting to someone unseen. "It's there. Yes, it's there. The money is there. He has not spent it." The settlement money I had recently withdrawn flashed in my mind. Realizing the gravity of this encounter, I rebuked her presence in the name of Yeshua. When I woke, I prayed with all my strength, determined to break whatever hold these visions sought to place on me.